Hey there, this is Clay Andrews, the world's leading breakup expert for high achievers. And today I'm going to be answering a question of how to get your ex back when she is dating someone else. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing you need to know about when your ex is dating somebody else and you want to get her back and save that relationship is that you definitely do not want to, go out there and try to attack the other person, your ex's rebound, right? You don't want to do it for a couple different reasons. Mostly because it's just going to paint you in a bad light, right? It makes you look like a petty person to be, going out there bad-mouthing her new boyfriend or what have you. It's not going to help you in the long run. And really, when you kind of understand some of the psychological effects that I'm going to be talking about later on in this video, you'll understand that you really don't have to worry about the other person. It's kind of a problem that just sort of like takes care of itself, right? So I know it's a little bit counterintuitive, but really first things first, and that is that you do not need to, attack or destroy or set lasers on vaporize towards this other person that she is dating or in a relationship with or whatever, okay? Second thing for you to know is that the most important thing for you to do right now in order to get her back is to, if it's not to attack this other person, is to focus solely and exclusively on the connection between you and her, right? That is all you have to do. All you have to do is focus on having a good, positive series of interactions between you and her, and eventually everything else will just take care of itself, okay? Again, don't attack the other person. Just focus solely on the quality of the connections between you and her. And yes, that is the most important thing that you can do to the exclusion of everything else. It doesn't matter if you have some sort of like magic text message or anything like that. As long as you are having things, having good positive interactions where the two of you are building a positive emotional connection, a good emotional connection, then that is when things are going to be moving in the right direction. Okay, so why is this? Why don't you have to, go out of your way to like club the other guy over the head with a baseball bat or something like that? What is going on? So we're going to be talking about the decoy strategy, and this is based on a book written by Dan Ariely called Predictably Irrational. And what you need to know is, I'm going to kind of try and bypass some of the boring backstory here. And what Dan Ariely proved in his book was that people actually have a very difficult time discerning two very different things, right? So, how this relates to you and your ex and the rebound relationship is like, okay, is your ex going to decide between you or the person they're in a rebound with? It's really hard to tell because the two of you, you and their rebound, they're very different people, right? It's hard for your ex to decide, is this person better or is my ex better? Like, which one is better, right? Assuming like you and your ex's rebound aren't like identical twins or something, in which case get in touch with me. That would be an interesting thing to learn about. So your ex is going to have a very difficult time discerning between which one of you is better just because you are very different people. So what you're going to do is leverage what Dan Ariely refers to as the decoy effect in order to get your ex to choose to be with you, okay? And so what you're going to do is, how the decoy effect works rather, is you're going to create a third option, right? So there's your ex's rebound, there's the you that your ex broke up with, and then there's a third option, which we're going to get to in a minute, which is going to be a new and improved version of you who has worked on the advanced relational skills that we talk about in the newsletter and in the other videos and in the program and all that stuff, right? So what you want to do is work on those advanced relational skills, work on being able to connect with your ex in a better way. That's where that whole part comes in about focusing on the quality of the connection between you and your ex, okay? Because that is the most important thing that you can possibly focus on, because that's just going to highlight the difference between the you that she broke up with and the you that you currently are displaying to her, right? And so what Dan Ariely showed in his research with his students is that when, number one, it is very difficult for the human mind or your ex-girlfriend's mind to differentiate between their rebound and you, right? But if you're giving them a third option, this you that's easy to interact with, that's that has all of these skills that we've been talking about, etc., it's much easier for them to choose between the you that they broke up with versus the you that they're currently seeing, that has all the relational skills down, that's easy to connect with, that's easy to bond with, that's easy to connect emotionally with, that's more attractive, all of that stuff, right? It's so much easier where it's obvious that they're going to choose the new version of you as being better than the version of you that they broke up with. Pretty obvious, right? But what's interesting is that Dan Ariely also discovered that because human beings can really only compare things that are similar, they'll often choose the better version of two similar things at the exclusion of even like a third thing, right? So your ex is unlikely to actually choose to be with their rebound if you can display to them that you are better than the person that they broke up with, right? The version of you that they broke up with, right? So that's kind of the core strategy here. Again, you do not need to, actively work at breaking up your ex's rebound relationship. You don't have to work at destroying the other guy. All that matters is that you have a better quality connection, a better quality of interaction between you and her, so that you can overshadow the person that she broke up with, the old version of you, right? And because of the decoy effect, she is much more likely to choose to be with you as opposed to the rebound guy, right? So that is kind of how that works. And just to kind of close this up, I just want to leave you with a little thing to think about, and that's that a lot of times guys whose ex-girlfriend is going into a rebound relationship or something, they often think like, oh, I can't, try and get her back. I have to like respect the new relationship. I have to back off and let her have this new relationship. It's the right thing to do. It's the honorable thing to do. Just bow out, let her have this new relationship. But I want to let you know that that is not necessarily true at all. If you truly believe that you and her are better off together than she is with this new rebound person, then I think you really kind of almost owe it to her to try to get back together with her, to give her that option of having that great relationship that you envision with her, and all the future wonderful things that you would be doing together. However, if you don't believe that you'd be able to give her a good life and a good experience and a good connection and all that for whatever reason, maybe you have some limiting beliefs to work on. But besides that, you just aren't a great person to be around in general, or have no aspirations on changing that, no aspirations on improving the way that you interact with her, etc., then maybe it is worth bowing out. But if you are willing to do this relationship right, if you're going to put in the work to change the dynamic between how the two of you relate, then no, it is not at all wrong for you to go after that relationship. It's not at all wrong for you to try to get back together with her, okay? So just as a recap, number one, do not worry about the other relationship. It'll take care of itself. Focus solely on the quality of the connection between you and her, and the decoy effect that we talked about will kind of take care of all of the extra stuff for her. But again, the most important thing that you can do is focus on the advanced relational skills, okay? And if you'd like to learn more about that, please head on over to relationshipinnergame.com. There's going to be a link below this video in the description box. You can just click on that, or use those fingers of yours to type in relationshipinnergame.com in your browser window, and you can just sign up for our newsletter there, and we'll start sending you actionable advice and tips on how you can start to get back together with your ex-girlfriend, even if she is in a rebound relationship, and start working on those advanced relational skills so that you can leverage the decoy effect to your advantage and get back together with her. Okay, so I'll see you over there.